Howdy fellas and ladies. This is a very special edition of one of the greatest Jesse Tampa productions ever produced. I'm here with a true American hero, 2 tours of duty in Iraq, and a musician. A man who has come and broken through barriers and made a platform for himself. A man who can only be summed up in 3 words. Michael Cox's influence.
Thank you for having me today.
It's an honor, sir. Now, people have been wondering, what is it that inspired you to get into music?
Well, my stepdad played drums, and so I'd always watch him as a kid. And, well, I don't know. I just started practicing playing drums on my legs. Air drums.
Very Dave Grohl-esque. I mention that because he's one of my fucking heroes from the Foo Fighters. You know, Dave Grohl, I read, started playing drums. His mother was a teacher, and she brought home records from the school. And he would set up pillow cases, you know, just pillows, and he would play drums with the feet, and then he would pretend that the pillows were different types of drums. And he taught himself how to play off of listening to people's records. So he was just like you. A lot of things off of the ear.
Yeah. I didn't have a drum set growing up, so it was hard. But I will say that you know, I'd try to get on a kit anywhere that there was one. And you know, in high school I used to go to the band room a lot, and some of those guys, some of those Aaron Bolanders and Paul Butlers and
Corey
Rabies, you know, they big influence on, you know, the percussion side, because you learn a lot of like rudiments and stuff that help you out there.
Most definitely. I remember going to high school football games, and one of the main attractions wasn't even the football itself. You and myself would be badgering the band just to get, you know, an inch in of talk with those guys. But we had a lot of respect for the drum line, because those guys, they really brought the house, man. They you know?
Yeah, a lot of the Stan's gimmicks were...
Stan's gimmick, very influential. Spider was a great one.
Yeah, Spider was great. Yeah.
And everybody's, you know, can feel that, especially the ditty coming out of DCI, Blue Devils. Everybody loves the ditty. Now, moving forward, what are the things in life that inspire your music?
Just everything, just life in general. I like to talk a lot about inequality in a lot of my music, because it's a, you know, it's a major issue today. Probably the #1 influence of Michael Cox's influence is just speaking against inequality, amongst other things. But yeah, it's just life in general, I would say.
The things that influence you in life
are
what influences your music. It's a very simple concept, but nonetheless, you know, something that people can dig and feel, and, you know, they can equate it to their lives. When was it that you decided you were going to take it to the next level and stop playing around more so and become serious, you know, like actually, I want my music to be big, somebody, you know, gonna make a name for myself?
Well, you know, I played in a lot of church bands in my teenage years, and then I played in a lot of church bands when I was deployed. And doing that, you know, I got curious and wanting to learn other instruments, so I learned, you know, I started picking up guitar, and I bought my first guitar, and maybe a few months after, you know, messing around on it, I was like, I want to start writing songs. So I started writing songs, and I started recording songs, and that was just, I played around with that for about 2 years, you know, just like messing around, and then I finally invested in a iMac, which comes with GarageBand, which is a, you know, a lot better software than I had before, and it just allowed me to do more, and I started writing more seriously, you know. You know, I wrote some pretty good songs when I was, you know, first messing around writing songs, but you could tell that they were definitely immature in their age. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of music today is just garbage, and you know, I want to do better.
I like that a lot. May I ask you, what are the bands that influence you? What kind of noise, you know, what kind of a sound? I know you're not trying to, you know, imitate anyone or duplicate anybody, but who is it in this world that you listen to or inspires you, you know, musically speaking. I know System of a Down right off the bat is probably somebody you're gonna drop, but who else out there is jamming the tunes that get you in the mood to groove?
Well, yeah, System of a Down and definitely Serj Tankian, but you know, if you listen to my music, it really doesn't even sound remotely close to that. But their lyrics are pretty strong, and that's kind of, you know, a lot of influence comes from that because they stand for almost the same things. They stand, you know, against injustice and stuff. But I have all types of musical influences. I would say Linkin Park. You know, I love Linkin Park. They're, you know, diverse in their music and completely original with everything they do. I like a lot of classic rock, and that's, you know, that just brings you to your roots. I like a lot of stuff. I would probably say that Sode is a major influence. You know, I could listen to those guys every day, and it never gets old for me.
I know you don't like to brag about many things. You're a humble person. Which one of your achievements do you put up there, you know, rank as the highest? Would it be being a American war hero, walking across the state of Florida in remembrance of your fallen friends and well, I could call them co-workers, or you know, in the army there, or was it high school? You know, the beginnings of Michael Cox, like the Incredible Bulk and all those messing around in the weight room type days. Which one of these achievements is the one that really drove you and gave you, you know, more influence when you were recording?
When I was recording, that's hard. That's difficult. Being in the military, I've been able to travel around the world, and I've seen a lot of things, and you know, a lot of people take a lot of things for granted, and that's probably, I think it's just a you know, compilation of everything, namely, yeah.
So everything just compiles,
Yeah.
and you come out with a great sound. I can vouch for Michael Cox's influence. I've worked out to this music. I've made love to this music. I've pretty much, I skydived to this music. Dude, this music is great. You can do anything virtually while you're listening to the Michael Cox's influence. And the reason being is because it's transversal. It's controversial. It arises, you know, emotions. It's not like those songs out there that just try to phone it in. You actually listen to the quality of this music and to the message of this music, you know, and then before you know it, you're humming the tune, you know, the lyrics are going through the old mind plate up there, and you just want to, you know, you want to punch somebody in the face, or you just want to start air drumming or something, you know. You get energy. You can feel Michael Cox's influencing you, and as long as it's to do positive things out in this world, I say more power to him. But unfortunately, that's all the time we've got today with Mr. Michael Cox. You can look out for him in the future. I appreciate the interview. You can always find him on Facebook. That's Michael Cox's Influence. Or you can just look him up on any search engine. You know, just type in Michael Cox, War Hero. Those are some keywords and catchphrases that might point you in his direction. I'll let him say anything he wants to say. Final thoughts, final words?
Well, that's all I have, and I just appreciate you having me on today.
Hey, no doubt. Always a friend to Jesse Tampa Productions. And you guys out there, stay safe. Enjoy your Christmas. And for everybody out there who is not celebrating Christmas, enjoy your holiday, whatever it may be.